Oh.
Woohee!
Hello. Yippee. Hello. Pina, do you want to not greet yourself, introduce yourself? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And then can we get a volume check while she introduces herself, please, chat?
Oh, yes. Okay. Alright. I'm still not used to my introduction, but here I go. Pina, singer-songwriter and variety streamer. Pina Penguin here to bring healing and happiness to you. Pina, not Prison Project. Pina, シンガーソングライターとバラエティストリーマーのピナペンギンです。よろしくお願いします。
イェーイ、よろしくお願いします。ピナ。
Every single time. I'm like, oh no, not Prison Project anymore.
Former Prison Project. I mean, it's still pretty fresh, so I do usually, if I introduce anyone from former Prison Project, I will mention that they are from former Prison Project. But if you guys are also new, I'll introduce myself really quick. Let me know how the volume is. Leo, my name is Leo Valkyria from VNU's first generation Symphoria. Your most say-so hagtuber. Nice to meet you all and see you all here today. I have a new audio equipment actually, so hopefully I sound okay.
Yeah, you sound beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mentioned it before, but your voice is so smooth and like I don't know, it's very sexy.
But in the most unsexy response ever. Just me.
It's okay, it's cute.
But no, I mentioned it before too, but I've been watching Pina since debut actually, and your ABC anime opening series was like insane, like blew my freaking mind, and I was like a really big fan of your Mama/Papa Reno Tuna.
Oh
yeah, so I was like so excited when you were debuting because I was like, oh my god, like that's crazy, Reno Tuna Vtuber. You're the first one, right?
Yes, first, and I'm only
the
only child. Only child.
The only child. No, it's okay. I'm also the first and last. So
I want siblings.
You want siblings? I mean, understandable. Yeah, I always am envious when people have like a really good relationship with like their kind of like their VTuber family.
Yeah. I'm so jealous.
Yeah. It's okay. We can be orphans together. It's like the start of an anime.
Yes.
We're like anime protagonists. The two orphans.
Like black wait.
Black Clover. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Clover. There you go.
Yeah, we need like a hot nun, like One-sama, like character to raise us.
I'll be Asta.
Yeah. Oh, you're too. I feel like you are too level-headed to be Asta. You're more like, is it Kuno? What is his name?
You know.
That's right. Yeah.
Did
you watch
too
or
cool.
read? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I read and watched.
Ah, I only read. I got pretty far. Yeah. How far are you in the manga?
Ooh, I kind of stopped, but
I stopped too.
At the where he's in a. I forgot what it was called, but it's like the Japanese area.
Oh, that might be further than me. I feel like I was reading a lot like a couple years ago, and then I caught up, and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I stopped reading. It was like when they
wait, where did you stop?
it was the fairy arc or whatever. Like were they fairies or were they angels? And I know they were fairies.
Angels.
Or maybe they were angels. And then they're like, oh yeah, they're evil. We gotta fight them. And then in the middle of fighting them, they're like, oh, just kidding. The actual devil himself is here, so we have to band together to kill the fucking devil. I was like, huh? I was like, what do you mean? You gotta kill the actual devil.
Yeah, there's a lot more now after that story.
I really liked the beginning because I feel like it was really refreshing to see Asta and Yuno's dynamic, because I feel like weirdly it hadn't really been explored in like shonen, where Yuno is the type that's like, oh, I actually really acknowledge Asta, like openly. He's like very open about it, and he's stoic, but he's not like, he's kudere, but he's not like mean.
Yeah, it's true.
And I like weirdly,
and then when he
it was the first time I'd seen that.
Yeah, it's true. And he's like, he really respects Asta too.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like hide that either.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that a lot. I was like, it just was like pretty refreshing. I feel like a lot of times the like B-type shonen protagonist characters tend to be kind of weirdly unbearable, or like just angry for no reason sort of thing. But I feel like they had a really good dynamic, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Oh my gosh, Jay Oliver said the better written Sasuke.
oh yeah.
I would agree with that too.
I also agree, but also we can't even compare anything to Naruto, because like 90% of the characters in Naruto were honestly kind of ass. Like, imagine, okay, put yourself in Sasuke's shoes. Imagine like your entire village is burned down and you hate everything and you're like, I want revenge, and then you're stuck in a class with fucking Naruto and Sakura. Like, can you imagine? I would be emo too. Like, I'd want to kill everyone too. Like, damn. They're fucking insufferable. Not just one, both of them are insufferable.
Oh man. Well, at least they grew better, question mark.
Yeah, and then Sasuke just got worse. Yeah. Okay, like, not to be like a, you know, Sasuke like apologist, but like I actually quite liked Sasuke in the very beginning. But I think like around Shippuden I was just like, all right, this is just
yeah.
I was like, this is too much. This is too much. I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah. I feel so bad for all those Sasuke fans, you know?
they fucking did him dirty. They did him dirty. Yeah. That's the real reason why Sasuke goes with Orochimaru for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, Orochimaru knows what he's doing. Getting rid of Naruto might be a good idea.
It's like, oh, I'm better than Naruto and Sakura. I'm much more.
Yeah, I'm not an insane person.
Oh man.
Are you a big fan of Shonen?
Yes, I am. I'm a huge fan of Shonen. Yeah. Who was your favorite character in Naruto other than Sasuke?
I definitely like Sasuke growing up, but so like pre-Shippuden, I was like insane Haku stan, and I was so fucking like till the end I was so bitter about like their whole like the whole arc around that. I was like, why did Haku have to die? Why did he have to die? Like, of all the characters, that no one else died in Naruto except for Haku. Like, are you shitting me?
It's true. Wait, that is so true. Wait, when you put it that way, that is so no, wait.
Before Shippuden, I don't think anybody else died, did they?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I think in Shippuden a lot of people died, but pre-Shippuden, Haku was the only one that died.
Yeah. I was really upset when Neji died.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
No. Why?
But
Why
that
Neji
Shippuden,
out of
right?
all the people? Yeah. It was towards the end. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that was... I mean, although I will say that I felt like it was one of the most impactful scenes in all of Naruto, so like I understand like from like a writer's perspective, you know, like it was just such a... Like it meant a lot, right? So...
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's true how, you know, Neji started as a character who really looked down upon Naruto.
Oh, Naruto.
But then and then Hinata's
Yeah.
But then at the end they're like, they respect each other, and then he dies for everyone.
Yeah.
The character development, man.
The character development for sure. I feel like most people, if you talk to them about Naruto, they'll say that their favorite character is Neji. Like, I feel like it's a pretty either Neji or Itachi. Like, I feel like those are like people's favorite characters.
Yeah. I wonder if the mangaka actually killed Neji because a lot of people like Neji.
I could see that.
I
could see that. Because again, it became one of the most impactful moments in like the entire series.
It's true.
So I do think that I could see that being a rationale, But you know what? I will say that I appreciate that, like towards the end, especially that like he just had the like balls to just kill everyone. He's like, all right, bye. Bye. You people like you. Okay, goodbye. Death. Be gone. I will say, like, there are a couple series where it's like a really big gripe for me that they just refuse to kill their characters. Like, It drove me crazy. Let's see. Fairy Tail was one. And
oh yes.
Honestly, One Piece besides Ace, like besides Ace and like Whitebeard, like no one has died. I'm not caught up. I'm not caught up. So I don't know. Maybe more people have died.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No. So,
they haven't died.
It's like you kind of. I feel like in these worlds, especially that you've created, where people are fighting every day for their lives and doing these dangerous things, like there's just no sense of real risk if you don't actually kill the characters that people like, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
And in that sense, Attack on Titan is just like, kill this guy, kill this guy, kill that guy.
Although I will say that Attack on Titan took a while too. I was kind of surprised at how long it took for people to actually start dying in that series as well. But like, for example, I thought Chainsaw Man was really interesting for that reason, because every time a character died in Chainsaw Man, you kind of have that moment of like, wait, they're gonna come back, right? Like, they're not dead, right?
And are they really dead?
Yeah, and then they just don't come back and they don't ever talk about them again. You're like, wait, did they actually, like, you don't even mourn them because they just die so quickly,
Right.
It's just like,
oh my god, that
crazy.
is so true.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because like in One Piece, even like Bonkret, we thought he's dead,
right?
But he's actually alive. So
that's like every character in One Piece. Every single character in One Piece is like, oh, they're dead, and then like 200 chapters later, they're like, just kidding, I've been alive this whole time, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, please.
Like, oh my gosh, okay, so true.
It's one of those things where like, I think a comeback is always great. Like, if you think a character is dead and then it turns around that they're not dead, like that's an amazing moment in a series. But if it happens all the fucking time, you just stop mourning characters at that point. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's so true.
You just don't care if they die. Yeah, like Dragon Ball is like a classic one. I mean, Dragon Ball makes sense because that's like the entire kind of like the entire premise of it. So I understand that. But like, at that point, you just become like, they're not dead. They're gonna come back, even if they are actually dead.
Yeah. They're gonna come back in the spirit world, right? Like,
right.
Because usually, like, all the dead people are in the spirit world, and it's like they still have a cameo from there.
Of course, always. So Ace is actually alive, maybe. Like when Sabo came back, I was like,
man.
Okay, I guess, but like. I feel like they did this with Sabo. They did it with, like you said, Bon Clay. They also did it with Buggy, I think, too. And they, like, just have so many instances where so many characters, you're like, oh, yeah, they're dead, and they're not,
Yeah. Oh, man. It's so true. Oh, what other character was there? I think there was another one.
I feel like there's, like, a bajillion, but I can't remember them all.
Yeah.
It happens too often.
It's true.
But have you watched or read any like more recent shonen series that you're really liking?
Recent one. Huh. Is there a recent shonen manga? That is true.
I started watching Windbreaker. I don't know if you've seen that one. Yeah.
Ooh.
I only
I
watched
haven't
the
watched
first
it
episode
yet.
though.
Oh.
But it seems
What
to be
is it
pretty
about?
popular. Have you
Wind
seen?
Breaker? What is it about?
It's like this is really silly, but like my roommate and I, we were watching it, and before we watched it, we were in Japan, and we had seen like a bajillion ads for this Windbreaker, right? I'd never heard of Windbreaker before, and I was like, wow, there's so many ads in Japan. I'm definitely gonna check it out when it comes out because it's coming out as an anime. But I was thinking, okay, like Windbreaker, like it looks like they're all like high schoolers, so maybe it's like a sports anime about running. Because it kind of reminded me a little bit about like Haikyuu or something. Like the way that the posters were laid out reminded me a lot of like Haikyuu posters. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's like a running anime. They're wearing windbreakers or something, or they're breaking wind. Sounds like they're farting, but like, but like, you know, they're breaking wind because they're running so fast, right? It's like breaking the wind. Right. So that's what I thought it was, and then I watched it, and it was like about like kind of like high school gangsters, kind of like Tokyo Revengers.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's definitely not what I was expecting, but it's because like the town that the high school they go to is called like Furin, so it's like wind. And then they are like the protectors, so they're like the Bofurin or you know, whatever. It's like, oh yeah, okay, windbreaker. Like, okay.
I see.
Has nothing to do with running or farting.
I see.
Yeah, but I only watched one episode. It was pretty good though.
Okay. I'm gonna have a try. I haven't really checked up on like new shonen manga in a while, so I think is Blue Lock shonen manga?
That's
right?
shonen. I would consider shonen.
Yeah, I think that's the newest I've watched so far for shonen.
I really loved the season 1 Blue Lock. It was like a melodrama.
Yeah.
It's like I was watching like telenovela. This is like this is not sports. This is like a romantic comedy. You know those like really fucking long Korean dramas that go for like 100 episodes, and it's like like, you know, like the kids were swapped at birth, and then the mom has amnesia, and like that's like what watching Blue Lock felt like. I was watching.
That's so true though. Oh my gosh. That reminded me of K-drama. How like K-drama, I used to watch a lot of K-drama, but I stopped because of all the emotional roller coaster it gave me. I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Very intense. Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was like I forgot what K-drama that was, but like at the end it's like finally they can get married happily after all the trouble, all the obstacles and all that stuff, and then at their wedding the guy gets stabbed.
Oh
like,
no,
really you got to do this is how it ends. No, I can't do this anymore.
For him to get stabbed.
I know. I was like, okay, I'm done with K-dramas.
No, I totally understand. I feel like K-dramas have definitely, I mean, I think more recent stuff, I don't really watch K-dramas either because of that same reason, but I think more recent ones have gotten a lot, either like they lean into the campiness right now.
Oh, okay.
Like they know what they are, or they kind of have gotten a little bit more, I don't really know how to call it, but like Netflixy. Like I really don't have another word for it, but it becomes very, more than like what you expect from a K-drama. It feels more like you're watching like, I don't know, like Breaking Bad or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has a little bit more of that sort of like overarching intense plot, and there's like lots of unraveling in between it, which I think didn't really used to be the case for a lot of these K-dramas, right?
Right.
Do you watch like any other like television stuff really, or is it mostly anime?
It's mostly anime.
That's
but
me too.
like yeah.
But I figured
I think yeah. on Netflix though, I used to watch Lucifer when it was airing.
Oh, I heard that was really good.
Yeah, I recommend. Lucifer was it's really interesting how like the take of the like well I don't want to like spoil it for you, but I just recommend you.
That's the one that's based off of the book, right?
Oh, I actually didn't know about the books, but maybe. Yeah, probably.
What is his name? Neil, isn't that the one that's based off of a Neil Gaiman book? Chad, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe not.
Wait, let me Google it. Google Sensei.
Google knows all.
Lucifer. Beast book. Comic book.
Oh, well, Neil Gaiman also wrote comic books, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's part of DC,
DC.
Supernatural. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, now I can see that. I can see that then. Yeah, I didn't know it was part of like the DC thing. Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I totally recommend. Like
check it out.
at first I was like, this is weird because there was a lot of it's kind of hard to say, but a lot of like sexual stuff and a lot of like it's kind of basically like a detective work, crime scene, stuff like that. And then I'm not really good with like those like sexual stuff. So like at first I was not really into it, but my whole family got really into it, so that we kind of like watched it every week, like every weekend together and stuff. So that's why I got really into it with my whole family. But yeah, I was like, oh gosh.
That's like so funny because I remember when Game of Thrones first came out, the only thing I knew about it was I had tried, like my parents were watching it and I passed by and it was just like a sex scene and I was like, oh, I see. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it became like a hit. You know, that was like when nobody really knew, like, you know, they knew about the books, but it hadn't like been as big as it is now, right? And so people were like, oh my god, Game of Thrones, and I was like, the like medieval sex one, like, like what?
Not gonna lie, I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I haven't really watched it either. I read the first book and a half. So I read the first book and then half of the second book, and that's about as much as I've consumed. The books are very good, but I believe the series is not finished, so you know, read at your own risk, I suppose.
Wait, I thought the Game of Thrones TV show was ended? Yeah. I always see the meme where it's like a detailed horse in the beginning.
Yeah, and then it's like
really
a more stick figure at the end. So they had the classic anime problem. So I don't know if you've I don't know if you're old like I am, but if you've watched any anime from like the early 2000s or even the late 90s, it's one of those things where like the anime is going, but the manga they catch up to the manga, right? And there's no source material, so the anime studio now has to make shit up. They're like, okay, well, what do we think is gonna happen? And so they start making shit up, and then it gets really fucking wacky, and then everyone shits on the anime for having a shit ending. That's basically what happened with Game of Thrones.
I see.
Just like the 2000s.
Is it because
anime.
Oh, okay. Is it because the Game of Thrones book was still going on?
It's still ongoing, yeah. But the other thing is like, so there's kind of a meme. So George R.R. Martin, the writer of Game of Thrones, apparently he like fucking hates writing Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
he hates it. So like basically what happens is like all the fans are like, George R.R. Martin, where's my next book? Give me my next book. And he's like, for every person that asks me when the next book is, like, I'm gonna delay it by another month. Like I'm just not gonna. That's like another month that I'm just not gonna work on it. And then I think he even like straight up said like, if you ask me one more time where the next book is, I'm going to kill another character. Like don't fucking test me.
You're speaking with the god here.
Yeah, so that's like pretty famous. He's like pretty famous for doing. So nobody asks him anymore. It's been years since the last book. It's just one of those things I think where like he doesn't need to write it. I mean, and he's a writer. Like ultimately, yeah, he's created this great universe and he's written all these things, but like he's not contractually obliged to finish the series. And he doesn't really owe any. I mean, he should for like, you know. But if he doesn't feel like writing it, what are we gonna do? You can't like. Writing is not something you can't just like put a gun to his head and like get him to write something. It's not gonna be good, right? Like it's just one of those things where it's like, well, if he's not gonna do it, he's not gonna do it, and that sucks for the fans, and it shows how little he cares. But ultimately, if he doesn't want to do it, he's like not gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
13 years. Okay, it's been 13 years since the last book.
13? Whoa! Whoa! Wait. When was Hunter x Hunter?
Oh, Hunter x Hunter. Oh god. Don't get me started on Togashi too. Don't get me fucking started on Togashi. I feel like Hunter x Hunter is one of those series where like every anime person's like, oh, you're so unbased because you don't think Hunter x Hunter is the best series ever. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry that I don't want to read a fucking light novel inside of my fucking manga. Like I'm sorry that I don't want to support a creator that forces his poor wife, who's retired from drawing Sailor Moon, to draw his comic for him, and he can't even hire his own assistants to draw his fucking comic. Like like, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. So unbased. Like, God.
You're so based for that, though.
I know you don't mean it, but I appreciate it.
No. I totally agree, though. Because, like, okay, because, you know, Hunter x Hunter, like, Togashi also suffered from a lot of, like, you know, health issues and stuff like that. So, like, I agree with him, you know, just to take a break as much as possible and stuff like that. And then hearing, all these like stories about the wife and stuff, I was like, yeah, he doesn't have to force himself. I'm actually one of those.
Yeah, like he's better off just not. He's like too depressed to function. The man is too depressed. Like he needs his time.
Yeah, he does.
Some of those panels that he drew were just like. You've seen them, right? Like the scribble panels. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just like, hire. It's not like you don't have money. Hire some fucking assistants.
I was so surprised. How like, wait, this is the real published one?
But yeah, no, the light novel part was worse though, when he just had like 2 pages of just text. Like that was fucking awful. I'll never forgive him for that one. And I say this as someone who really enjoyed Hunter x Hunter, and like Yu Yu Hakusho was like one of my favorite series like ever. So like, you know, it's just like, you gotta know when to call it quits, right? You gotta know when to like take a step back and not do something too. And you know, with George R.R. Martin too, I mean, it sucks for the fans. I definitely feel for the fans. A lot of like sympathy for the fans. But if he doesn't want to do it, like people forcing him to do it's not gonna make something good, you know?
Yeah. Like that's kind of same with Spy Family. Apparently the mangaka doesn't like Spy Family.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
That's what I heard. Yeah. I was like, Spy Family's great.
It was weird because he was like, that was like so fucking bizarre. Because he said something like, Spy Family is not the manga that I want to write. It's the manga Japan needs. And I was like, okay, guy. Like, okay, Mr. Government Spy, like, I see you doing your child rape, you know, lowering child rape propaganda, like, sir. Like, it's just like, he literally said that in an interview. Literally, he was like,
wow.
It's not the manga I want to write, but it's the manga that Japan needs. Like, I was like, what the? Who do you think you are?
Maybe he has a gun on his head.
He might actually have. You're right. You're right. He might actually have a gun to his head. I apologize. I take back all of my statements. You're absolutely right. If anybody wasn't, it was him that has a gun to his head. Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy.
Oh,
When
I mean, he
said
did
that,
say for Japan, huh?
my eyes were like, is anyone hearing him right now? Like,
yeah. The moment I heard that, I was like, but, I love Spy Family.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Spy Family prints money, so I'm you know, maybe it is what Japan needed.
Yeah, especially the economy that Japan is
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they needed. Yeah, a revival.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
speaking of recent shonen, actually, a series that I actually really liked that I feel like, at least in the West, got really slept on and is getting an anime soon is Sakamoto Days. Have you read that one?
Oh, wait. Sakamoto Day.
It's like about like a middle-aged kombini like owner who's like a former hitman.
Yeah, okay. I think I read like 10 chapters of this and I was really interested in this one.
Yeah,
but it was when it just came out, so I only read the first 10 chapters.
Oh, like you like caught up already
man.
and then you kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
No, I understand that so much.
Yay! It has an anime now? Oh,
It's not out yet, but I think they just announced that it's like starting production.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, it's a really fun one. I do recommend it if you're like looking for other shonen series to read. I feel like I'm not like I'm maybe 10 chapters behind, but like I feel like recently it's been a little information overload. You know when shonen does that, like in the beginning it's like, oh, fun and games, everyone's like fun and everyone's trying to kill each other, but it's like a good time and like whatever. And then like later they're like, oh, by the way, there's a secret organization and there's like 500 members and like every 2 years there's like a new head, and then now this is that year where there's gonna be a new head and then everyone's gonna be fighting for that position. You're like, oh, like and they just throw like 50 new characters at you and you're just like, okay, like who are these people? Like,
that reminds me of Gintama.
Yes,
Gintama was like
exactly.
so fun and silly, but then towards the end, it's
Yes.
like, it got so serious.
Right.
Oh no, this is not the Gintama I know.
And I mean, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the plot becoming more serious.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like,
Yeah.
definitely when it's like, it kind of loses the kind of core of why you were reading it in the first place. I could see that being a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, I remember, like, I think, my friend recommended me Gintama, and then the first episode was about the, it was the Beetle episode, and I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah, Gintama was very much like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I didn't even watch the first episode because my friend was like, okay, I recommend
Oh, she just
this.
like, sent you like a random
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
So
my
I was so
God.
confused, like, who are these characters and what am I watching?
Okay, that's your friend's fault. That's on your friend.
But ever since then, I watched all like Gintama episodes and I did not regret.
Gintama
so
had
good.
some of the best music too. Speaking of,
Oh my gosh, yes!
Yeah.
I love Gintama music.
yeah, opening
It's
and
so
endings
good.
were all so good.
Oh, speaking of like really great opening and ending song, I feel like Bleach had amazing opening and ending
Oh,
song.
absolutely. I would say that
Yeah.
like if we talk about like a collection of openings and endings, Bleach by far had probably the best opening ending collection of any of those long running animes. Like I will die on that hill, you know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Bleach opening or ending song?
Detect No Life.
Oh, so good.
That's my favorite. I know,
That's a good
it's
one.
so good.
Bleach has so many good ones.
That's my favorite.
I can't even think of my favorite. Probably for me, Alone's maybe?
Yeah. 折れた
Yeah.
淡い翼
Yeah.
So good.
So good. But I also like Rolling Star a lot as well, so it's kind of a hard pick between the
夢
two.
にまで見たような世界は争いもなく平和な日常
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it's
many
so
good
good.
ones.
Yeah. Also, like, I would say Inuyasha also had a good one too.
I actually never watched Inuyasha. I only read it, so I'm not super. I only know like what is it? Shonen Heart that's Inuyasha, right? Is it Shonen Heart? Is that what it's called?
Shonen Heart.
Inuyasha. Oh wait, what is Shonen Heart from? Shonen.
Oh, it says Eureka 7.
Oh, Eureka 7. Okay, no. That's not what I was thinking of. What's the one I was thinking of from Inuyasha? Is
Every
it?
Heart?
Every Heart. That's what it is. Na, na, na.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that song.
Yeah. That's like by Boa, isn't it?
Yeah, Boa.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. I can't believe they got
so
Boa to
good.
sing there. That's like insane.
I know. Gosh, I love Boa so much.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Inuyasha was a time. That was a moment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think when Inuyasha was
love
airing,
Inuyasha.
I had no idea how to watch anime at the time. So I mostly just read manga because I just didn't know like how to torrent stuff. And I don't think Inuyasha had like a 7-part, series on YouTube. So I watched all of Naruto, Bleach, and Gintama on YouTube back then. Like, it'd be like Naruto episode 1 out of 7. Naruto episode 1, 2 out of 7. And I would go through all of those
I see.
8-minute videos and just watch all of Naruto that way. But I don't think Inuyasha was on there, so I just never watched it. But I did read all of it. Well, not all of it, but like a lot of it.
I guess like Inuyasha was kind of overshadowed by like Naruto and those like big shonen anime for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Inuyasha felt a little bit on the more like shoujo side, right? So.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Oh, the sequel. Have you seen the sequel? What is it, like Himeyasha or something?
Oh yeah. So I watched first season, was it? Yeah, I watched like couple episode and towards the end I was like, I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
Honestly, I was like, I feel like any series when they're like, it's the kids of the characters, it's always a little like never a good. I don't think I've ever seen a series that was good that had that premise, right? Like Boruto was that premise as well. I feel like I just never. Yeah,
I never watched Boruto, so I can't really judge it. But
yeah, I haven't either, but I've heard
haven't.
not so good things about it. So.
Oh, okay.
Are there any other series that are like that? Yeah, like that are like, oh, it's the kids of so and so. I mean, this is not anime, but I watched the Harry Potter play on Broadway.
Wait, there's a Harry Potter play? I didn't know
It's
that.
called Harry Potter the Cursed Child, and it's about Harry's son and Draco's son.
Who Harry?
Harry's
who
married
Harry
to Ginny.
marries? Really?
Yeah, I think that was in the epilogue of the movies though, or in the books as well. Yeah, he marries Ginny, and then Draco marries, I forget her. There's like some other girl that he marries, but like, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this fucking it was an interesting show, and like the magic was really cool and stuff. But the funny thing about this show is it's literally a fucking fan fiction. Like it's actually just it's just fan fiction.
But on Broadway.
It's fan fiction on Broadway with really amazing special effects is what it was. It was just so like, I was just like, oh my god, this is just someone's fan fiction novel that J.K. Rowling decided to turn into a stage play, because it's like Harry's son, Albus Potter, and then Draco's son, because Draco and Harry are like the #1 ship in Harry Potter, right? Like that's like Drarry is like #1, right? Drarry can't happen because Harry needs to marry Ginny, right? So the only way Drarry can happen is if their children, if their biological children get together.
Oh man, interesting.
There was even a whole ass like super sexual tension fight between Harry and Draco. Like they're middle-aged men, but they're like magic fighting each other. And then, you know, like I was just like, oh my god, this is literally just a fucking fan fiction. Like what am I watching? Actual fan fiction. What is happening? And then at the end, it's like canonically Harry's child and Draco's son, like both their sons are canonically like gay. It's like real BL, like canonical BL, like they're in love with each other. Like it's just it's like an actual fan fiction.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that was possible on Broadway.
Yeah. Yep. Fanfic. Well, you know, not to knock fan fiction, by the way, because fan fiction, that's where we got like 50 Shades of Grey. You know what I mean? That was a Twilight fan fiction. If people are unaware of that, like it started out as a Twilight fan fiction.
Know.
You didn't know that?
No, I actually did not watch 50 Shades of.
No, I mean, I didn't watch it either, but but you know what the movie is about and the book is about. It's like smut, right? It's like it's just porn basically. But yeah, it's like smut.
I actually did not know.
It's Pina! 50 Shades of Grey is actually just smut, and the book I think is worse, where it like it has a lot of explicit like sex scenes, but basically it's like the guy, I don't know his name, and the girl, like it's like they have like a secretary boss BDSM-y relationship where he has like a BDSM dungeon and stuff like that. But it was supposed to be an Edward Bella fanfiction. It started out as an Edward Bella fanfiction.
Really?
And then she just changed their names, and then it became like the #1 selling book for a really long time.
Yeah, I've heard of 50 Shades of Grey before, but I actually didn't know about it. I've heard of the title so many times.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, obviously, like the movie version is like the sex is more implied, because I think it is PG-13. I don't think it's rated R, unless I'm wrong, unless they do have sex. But I don't know. I haven't watched it, so.
Oh Jesus.
But it's like it's very heavily implied, because like I said, he has like his whole thing is that he seems like calm and cool and collected, but she finds out that he's like into BDSM and like has a fucking sex dungeon. God. You know.
Oh no. Oh no.
So like it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's our secret, you know.
Oh no. Jesus.
Yeah, and then she's, you know, he's the S and she's the M, and yeah, anyway.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Edward Bella fanfiction. You get a lot of. There was another series that I think, like a book, a book that sold really well, that also kind of had its roots in fanfiction. I think it was like Harry Potter fanfiction as well. So I don't know. You never know.
Interesting. I didn't know.
Now you know.
I feel like I learned something
teaching
new.
you a lot of weird shit today. Like before stream, I was telling Pina about Pinky Mice.
Yeah. I didn't know what Pinky Mice was.
She didn't know what a Pinky Mouse was, so I was like, oh yeah, like, because I was like, oh, you have to feed the snakes Pinky Mice, and that's why I can't have a snake. And then she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "She's Googling it." I was like, "Wait, don't Google it." I was like, "Just in case." Like, and you were like, "Oh shit!" Like it's an actual like pink mouse. It's a baby mouse.
It's a baby mouse.
It's like just born. It's a like fucking fetus is what it is. It's like, yeah, but that's what you have to feed like small snakes.
Those poor baby mouse.
I know. That's why I can't do it. I can't have snakes. It's too much. I had a lizard once, and it was a little bit easier because you could just feed the lizard crickets, and yeah, and like
gosh.
But they have to be alive as well. Like they can't not be alive. Crickets and mealworms. So I just had. It was bad because I was living in my parents' house at the time, but I literally had like a Tupperware full of worms inside the fridge.
Oh my gosh.
Because they go dormant if it's cold, and I had to like mark like worms do not open in case my parents accidentally opened the Tupperware full of worms.
Oh man. Oh, I would have screamed.
Are you not good with bugs?
Yeah, I'm not good with bugs. So when you were mentioning about like, you know, snakes and like all these like rodents stuff like off stream, I was actually I really respect people who can handle those because I can't handle them.
Oh, like even like lizards and stuff you're like not into?
Lizard I'm okay. Snake maybe not.
Oh. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I think like innately humans, we're like programmed to be afraid of them because they are dangerous, right? Like I think there is like a thing in our brain that when we see the noodle, we're like, oh God, danger noodle. Like do not approach, you know, like do not interact. So I think that's like very no, normal. So there's something wrong with me, basically, is what I'm saying.
No. Nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you.
No, so it's not you,
it just
it's
means
me.
you're cooler.
No. It just means I'm stupider. Like zero survival skills. Like, oh yeah, danger, poison. Like, okay.
But you know, like people like you is the reason why, you know, we get to, you know, capture all these dangerous species, and you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the effort. Also, thank you for the tip. I got shadow banned. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Sorry. That if you got shadow banned, I don't know what happened. But you can try to contact on Discord.
Yeah, like YouTube does that. Yeah.
Try to ask in the Palkery channel, perhaps, maybe, and maybe someone can help you. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I'm not good with bugs. Like crickets and mealworms are like probably my limit of bugs of what I can do because they're pretty innocuous. But anything that's like girthy, like anything that has like meat to it, you know. like a cockroach, for example. I cannot do that. I can't. The absolute worst. The actual absolute worst. Yeah. Like
apparently in Japan it flies.
Yeah, I have also seen fly. You know what I can't do when I was living in Asia? You know what I can't? You know what's almost worse than cockroaches, but it's not as bad because they're not in your home? It's fucking cicadas. I hate cicadas so much. Like, I don't think people understand how fucking disgusting they are. And if you don't like bugs, don't ever Google it, because if you look at them, they're fucking disgusting. And you know what? You also know what? Like with cicadas, when it's time for them to die, like when it becomes fall, they just start falling from the fucking trees. It just starts raining cicadas. It's disgusting.
I've seen shells of cicadas, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like the sheddeds. Oh, those are nasty too. I can't.
Yeah.
So disgusting. Yeah.
Are you okay with like spiders or?
Ooh,
no.
I can kill a spider, for example, if there is a spider in my house. Like for example, if there's a cockroach in my house, I can't kill it. Like we're burning the house.
Yeah,
down.
I can't do it either.
Like I can't kill it.
burn down the house.
Wait, did you see that person in Japan that actually did that?
Wait.
Like, it was a couple days
there
ago.
was like a recent, recent news, right?
Yeah.
Apparently there was someone in Japan who burned down their apartment. Was it an apartment or a house?
Yeah, it was an apartment.
Yeah, burned down the apartment because there was a cockroach.
Yeah, that's me. Like, no, there's no way. Because
I feel so bad for the neighbors too.
Because like a spider, if I kill it, I do not feel the crunch. There is no.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Crickets, I don't kill.
Yeah.
I just get them to get out of the house. Like that's pretty easy. But cockroaches, I can't do. So spiders, it kind of depends on the size. Like I'm very afraid of larger spiders, and I'm really scared of tarantulas.
Tarantulas! Oh my gosh, I can't. Just the thought of tarantulas.
I was in an art class once, and the teacher was like, "Oh, I brought these like bug. You know, like when they pin the bugs to the board."
Yeah.
Like dead bugs. Like he was like, "Oh, I brought a bunch so you guys can do drawing studies, and I brought my live pet tarantula." And I was like, like I was like actually like having I was like, okay, I cannot be anywhere. I was like, I'm gonna sit on the other side where these dead butterflies are, and I'm gonna look at dead butterflies all day today because I don't want to be anywhere near the fucking tarantula.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Like, I don't understand why people want tarantulas as a pet. I can't. Just the thought of it. It's like...
It's, I heard what's been popular recently, and I've seen it on, like, TikTok a couple times, is, like, jumping spiders. Have you heard of jumping spiders?
Jumping spiders!
I know, it sounds awful. It sounds awful. But they're really, really tiny. Like half of your fingernail tiny. Or maybe your fingernail if you don't have yaoi hands like me. It's just like, it's like your pinky fingernail. They're like really tiny, and
I have tiny hands.
yeah, okay, then it's probably your entire pinky fingernail. But they're like, I guess people think they're really cute, so they have been a really popular pet. Like they're very low maintenance too, so it's been an extremely popular pet over the last couple years, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Why
would you want a jumping spider?
I know. I was like, that, you know what? To each their own, you know? Waking up with a spider in your ear? What the fuck? I'm like genuinely, I have like a fear of going to Australia because I've heard all of those stories about like people who like put their foot in their shoe and then there was like a spider in there and they get bit and then they die.
God.
I'm like, no thank you.
I've also heard of like the toilet bowl and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Where there's like poisonous, like, was it like a snake or a spider in the toilet bowl? It's like, oh, I don't. Like, even just going to the peaceful bathroom is like a risk over there.
I'm sorry, Australia.
Like, bathroom should be a place where you
sacred
can just,
place.
like, you know, sacred place to relax and. But then now it's like life or death over there.
Yeah, that's freaking terrifying. I mean, I'm sure it's more like in the like rural areas and stuff, not necessarily in the main cities and stuff, but
right.
Still terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
And isn't there like the biggest crab over there where it's like a size of a trash can?
A crab?
Yeah, a crab.
The size of a trash can?
Okay, just about that. Was it?
It sounds delicious as fuck, I'm not gonna lie.
Coconut crab? Yeah, okay, type coconut crab.
Coconut crab.
It's huge.
Whoa! Ew, it looks like a spider.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's eating a bird. Wait, what the fuck?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
And it climbs the tree.
It's climbing a tree. Oh, I hate it. It looks like a fucking spider. Is what? This is not a fucking crab. This is a spider. This is disgusting. I'm closing that. June, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, June.
Oh,
hello.
Hi. Thank you, June, for the raid.
Thank you, June. Welcome.
Pirate,
Let me give June a mod.
Nice.
Jun is also from former prison project, so be sure to check him out. We're talking about
coconut crab.
We're talking about disgusting animals is what we're talking about. I feel like, okay, honestly, you know, when you travel, what do you watch when you travel, like on the TV? You know how like the hotel TVs always just have like weird fucking channels on them? Like what is your go-to, like I'm in a hotel, I'm gonna relax?
Oh man, okay, in a hotel. Like Weather Channel? I'm just
Weather
it's
Channel?
So weird, but like okay, so like hear me out.
Okay. I'm hearing.
So like the Weather Channel sometimes do like tornadoes and like hurricane stuff, and that fascinates me.
Oh.
So like I watch Weather Channel doing like tornadoes and like all these like interesting weather stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen there's like the new movie that's coming out? It's like something like Tornado Chaser or Tornado Tamer or something. I don't know.
Oh, ooh.
I mean, it's like it's a fictional movie, but it's like one of those. Yeah.
I mean, I love documentaries like those, like natural or nature stuff.
Yeah.
Like documentaries,
no, like,
science documentaries. Stuff.
I mean, I have like a handful of ones that I watch, but usually I like to watch like stuff like Storage Wars or like the TLC weird TLC shows. Or I like to watch a lot of the animal stuff, but like I feel like or like I'll turn on Netflix, right, and I'll turn on some random animal thing just to have in the background. It's like every time those like randomly start like playing, and it's like 10 deadliest animals in the world. 9 out of 10 are from Australia. Like what's wrong with that place?
It is so true though.
They'll be like,
it'll be like Australia.
There's just like random stuff. They'll be like, oh, this fire ant can kill you in 3 seconds in Australia. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, all right, next animal. And they're like, yeah, this spider will kill you within 1 hour of being bitten. 500 people have succumbed to this deadly spider. And you're like, in Australia. And you're like, why? Like how are Australians alive? Are they real people?
Yeah, how are they like surviving all these like dangerous animals?
Australia, if you need help, if you are being held captive, like blink twice.
Oh man. That is so scary. Have you heard of a bat that is a size of a human?
Huh? A bat?
In Philippines? Yes.
The size of a human. Like a small human, I'm assuming?
Yes.
What the fuck? No.
In Philippines.
No.
Okay, let me
Okay, you have to tell me the name of the bat. Also, anonymous, thank you for the tip. Thank you.
Bat size. Okay.
Someone said fox bat? Fox bat, I'm looking it up. Large flying fox.
It might be.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so big. It's so big.
Oh my god.
In Philippines.
Is that his pee-pee? What is that?
What are you looking at?
I don't know! I'm sending it to you. I just looked up giant fox bat! What?
Oh, whoa, yeah.
Right? That's weird!
Oh, yep, that's the size of the bat. But apparently they're vegetarian, so you don't have to worry about them attacking.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about them attacking. I'm
humans.
worried about them existing. Like, what do you mean? These guys are just like hanging out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the moment I heard about this bat, I was like, no way, this is true. This has to be photoshopped or something, but it's actually true.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Human-sized bat. It really looks like Dracula when it's upside down and like sleeping.
It
thing when it's like wrapped up.
Yeah. So I wonder if this was like.
It must be, right? Like the kind of inspiration.
Yeah.
I said earlier I really like rodents and I think they're very cute. I don't think this one is very cute though. His face is not cute. I like bats, but not this one. He's kind of scary looking. It freaks me out.
Is it because of the size or it's just the look of it?
No, I think his face is a little like, it looks a little monkey-y. It almost looks like a monkey. It's closer to monkey than it is to rodent, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And I don't really like monkeys. I think monkeys are kind of scary, actually. What are your thoughts on monkeys?
Monkeys can be really vile.
Right?
I've heard horror stories about it.
Yeah, like that one monkey like ripped off that lady's face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one. Oh man.
So, I mean, I was listening to, I think it was like some kind of podcast. I don't remember. It was a really long time ago. But I was listening to some kind of podcast where it was talking about like, they were talking to this guy who was like known as the monkey whisperer or something. Cause like,
interesting.
Yeah, monkeys are like really temperamental, and it was just this one guy. I don't know. I might be misremembering. If someone knows what I'm talking about, you guys can correct me. But like, it was like this one guy who became famous, or woman. I don't know. So one person that became really famous for being like the monkey whisperer, because for whatever reasons, monkeys really just inherently liked this person, and the monkeys might cause trouble for everyone else, but this person they would just be like totally okay with. And so this person got like called to a bunch of like specialist centers whenever they had to do stuff with the monkeys, or if they had like a lot of rehabilitation centers with monkeys that like the monkeys were not cooperating or had, you know, like attacked someone at a zoo or something, like, attacked zookeepers at a zoo. So they had to like be taken to these separate like centers, and like this monkey whisperer person was like the one person that could kind of like have a bond with them. And it was really interesting actually. But all I learned through that was monkeys are fucking evil. Monkeys are evil. And it would talk a lot about like all of the different things that they had witnessed before this guy came in, and like would, you know, like so many people quit, people would get injured, hospitalized, like ambulance, you know, all of those things. It was crazy.
Yeah, even like monkey to of its own is really brutal. Because like, yeah, because if there's like a unknown monkey child in the clan, then they literally murder the child.
They kill the baby?
Yeah, if they don't know whose child it is.
That's really surprising.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they wouldn't just like adopt it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know that's why, hamsters do that too, right? Like, they like...
Oh, yeah, hamsters. Okay, yeah. Yeah, hamsters, like, they're so cute, but they're actually pretty...
Yeah, they're kind of
violent. Yeah. I used to have a hamster when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, they had babies. And I was like, oh, they have babies. And then the next day, they're all gone. And I was like, what happened? And yeah, there were blood everywhere.
No, the trauma.
Yeah, the trauma.
What kind of hamsters did you have?
It was like Hamutaro kind of hamster.
Like the teddy bear hamsters or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. I had because I thought they were just so freaking cute. I had Roborovsky hamsters. They're like the ones that are really round and small.
Oh my god, yeah.
But they're evil.
Oh my god, those are so cute.
They're actually like, they do not like people. Like, they hate people.
Man.
It's like, you can't pick them up. You can't, because you know, like the teddy bear hamsters, they're very nice, like to people at least.
Yeah,
you can pick them up and handle them and play with them, and they generally like you and they'll snuggle with you and whatever. But like, nah.
Yeah.
Roborovsky hamsters are evil.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're like, it would just be like, I would be like, oh my god, they're so cute, I want to pet it. If I like try to touch it, it would just bite my finger, And like
Oh
they're
my
so small, it
gosh.
doesn't hurt a lot, but I would just like
Right.
lift my hand and they're like dangling off of my finger, you know, like that kind of
Yeah.
evil.
Oh man. It's like so small, but
I know.
there's so many in there.
So much evil packed in such a small little package.
Yeah, it's true.
Most small and cute
Man.
things that aren't anime girls are evil. Yeah, believe it. Hey, you might be surprised to find out that most small and cute anime girls are also evil. So,
Dun dun dun.
the plot.
Is that
twist.
true? Oh, like Tora. Wait, not Toradora.
She's kind of like tsundere, I guess.
Yeah, that's tsundere.
I mean, there's a lot of evil anime, small anime girls too.
I can't think of it right now.
At least hot-headed.
Oh. Yeah, I can't think of
I can't
one
think of
right
any
now.
that right now either. But there are many, trust me.
Oh, Tanya. Oh, Tanya's. Well, technically, Tanya is a oji-san, no? Because like
Oh, I don't know Tanya.
he reincarnated. Tanya the what's it called?
Oh, Saga of Tanya the Evil?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So basically, it was like reincarnation from a
Oh, this is
oji-san.
so scary looking.
Oh yeah. I think I only watched a couple episode of it. I didn't finish it, but yeah,
The art style's kind of freaky.
it is.
Very
It's all about like
uncanny
military and war and stuff like that.
valley. Interesting. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah. Ooh,
tall
is
am
there
I?
any like isekai? Or do you like isekai anime?
I do.
What's your favorite?
Ooh, my favorite? That is hard. I think my cop-out answer is I've been really into... So recently, I've been really into... Oh, shoot. I forget the title. They all sound the fucking same.
They do. Very long.
My favorite right now is Cross-Dressing Villainous Cecilia Sylvie, which is more villainous than it is isekai, but I think they're technically kind of the same category.
Never heard of that one.
Oh, it's really good, but the one I liked aside from this one is also Hamefura, which is like very similar. It's also another villainous series. Hametsu no Furagu something really long. Something about like, you know, avoiding the flags of doom, you know, something like that, yeah. If we look up Hamefura, it'll come up.
Oh, okay.
I like both of those. In terms of like not villainous, non-villainous isekai. I need to see a list of isekais. Like I really liked ReZero, even though I know everyone, you know, has opinions
Yeah, I
about
love
ReZero.
I guess I'm just like so basic.
No, me too. I feel like I really enjoyed a lot of. I just generally enjoy a lot of them. So like for example, I really liked Reincarnated as a Slime as well.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's so good. Although I didn't really like, I really liked season 1, and then I saw the stuff for season 2, and I was like, I might not watch more because I liked the vibe of season 1 of it not being so serious. Like that's what I liked about it, right?
Right. Yeah.
So when I saw it was like gonna be serious, I was kind of like, like maybe I'll pass. Oh, I like No Game No Life too. I thought that was a really good one.
No Game No Life.
Looking at a
And
list now.
Log Horizon. I recently watched Log Horizon and I really enjoyed that one.
I actually need to watch it because when I first watched it, I was really young still. And I think I was just like, oh my god, snooze. And then I think I would appreciate a lot more now. So I definitely want to give it a rewatch. That one and like even Spice and Wolf, I actually didn't really care for when I first watched it. But I might have to pick it up again.
Oh my gosh, on Crunchyroll, I was like looking through Crunchyroll and I saw the Spice and Wolf. And I was like, oh, I never watched this one before. And then all the reviews were so positive. So I was like, oh, I have to check this out. And I started watching it. It's pretty good. Well, at first I was like, because there was like a naked scene, so I was like, ah!
Oh,
But
yeah.
other than that, it was good.
It's a classic for sure. So I feel like I'm like looking through this list. I've watched so many of these series, but not all of them are good. Some of them are just like straight up bad. Like Eminence of Shadow was bad. What else is here? Oh my gosh, you know what popped up on this list that I really liked as a kid? Fushigi Yugi.
Fushigi Yugi? Oh, never heard of that one.
It's really old. It's like one of the oldest like shoujo isekai series, classic, and it's fucking awful. I mean, it's back then it was great, but it's also just like it's like the melodramas again, and you're just like, please, can they just like get together already? Like it's been so long.
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, it's by it's Yu Watase and the mangaka, and Yu Watase is like really amazing, so very classic.
Right. Yeah, I see the art style. It's like, yeah, it's very classic. Ooh, I want to check this out.
It's actually really it's like really ridiculous, like those Korean dramas we're talking about, but it's really good, and it's a classic for a reason. Honestly, it's a fun time.
Okay. I want to check this out later.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Ooh, and I recommend. I recently saw it on Crunchyroll, and I think this is also an old anime. What's that title? It's something with. Yona. Akatsuki no Yona.
Oh, Akatsuki no Yona.
Yeah.
A classic too.
Yeah, I recently saw that one, and then I watched the anime on Crunchyroll, and I fell in love with it.
Did that one get a reboot, or is it just the old anime?
It looks new.
Oh.
Art styles. Well, I guess it's a new one. I didn't watch the original one, if there is that.
I read the manga like a billion years ago, and I don't remember anything. I don't think I finished it. I just like read like a little bit. So this has been on my list to watch, so for sure I want to watch this one.
I think Akatsuki no Yona is still going on, right, with the manga? Wait.
Is it really?
Akatsuki no Yona.
I feel like I read this like in I want to say like 2007 or something.
Yeah, because like once the anime ended, I was looking for the manga. Let's see.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's still going on.
That's insane. When did the manga come out?
It says 2009.
Oh, 2009. Okay, so it wasn't 2007. 2009. Oh my god.
Yep.
Detective Conan is still ongoing. Yeah, but you cannot compare. You cannot compare anything to Detective Conan. That's like the series that'll actually never end. So
yeah, it could just go forever and ever. Cause One Piece, at least it's like a goal of finding One Piece and stuff like that.
Right.
But Conan, technically, it can go forever.
It literally could.
Each
go
episode
forever.
is like exactly. It's like each episode is a crime case. So
right. As long as crime exists, the manga can go on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Watamote is still ongoing? I mean, Watamote is a little bit newer. I think that one came out in like 2011, I want to say. But
what's Watamote?
Watamote is like a really old
I've seen meme about this.
Yeah, it's like the genre of like gremlin otaku girl.
Do you recommend this?
It has been a really long time since I watched the anime. Like a really long time, so I cannot say that I recommend it. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I think it's a pretty like people like it in general, so I don't know.
I see. Oh my gosh, Japan confirmed to be more dangerous than Australia by that logic.
True. True.
Oh man, I thought Japan was fairly safe in terms of.
Not in the Conan universe, I guess.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, every day new cases.
Yeah.
Everywhere Conan goes.
Yeah, basically. Also, Zelly, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, thank you so much. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome.
Pina, do you want to introduce yourself to the Raiders?
Oh,
they
okay,
should generally know me, maybe, probably, hopefully.
You guys don't know who you are. Gasp, gasp.
Gasp.
Alright, Pina Pina, singer-songwriter and variety streamer. Pina Penguin here to bring healing and happiness. Pina Pina, バラエティストリーマーとシンガーソングライターのピナペンギンです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。Welcome, welcome. Well, they should know me only because we're in the same company, so I would hope.
Yeah. Guys, if you haven't followed the
if you guys maybe have heard of me, perhaps, may have, maybe not. I don't know.
Guys, you have to follow the.
And you guys have to follow Pina as well.
Oh, thank you. But I see grays. What are you guys doing?
Oh my god.
You guys have to be, green for Leora.
Oh my god.
What are you guys doing?
No, don't listen to Pina. Appreciate it though. Thank you.
Yeah, Leora's awesome.
But yeah,
we were talking about all this
we were talking about
stuff.
anime. Yeah, we're talking about Watamote. I think someone asked what my favorite villainous series was. Have you watched much villainous or read much villainous series? Do you like the villainous series?
I don't think I've watched that many. Yeah,
also, thank you to Jay for the gift. You didn't have to do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the gift.
Thank you. But no, I like I mentioned earlier, I think right now my favorite is cross-dressing villainous. That's my favorite. It's the kind of overarching storyline is that, she's played this Otome game and she, gets reincarnated and she realizes that she's in that game. And in that Otome game, that her character is killed because of this holy maiden thing. Like there's like a trial for holy maiden. So she was like, okay, well, if I cross-dress as a guy and go to school, then then I can't be a holy maiden candidate. So that's like her whole scheme is that she's trying to get out of being like a candidate for this thing. And then obviously she's like, I'm gonna stay as far away from all of that as possible, but obviously she gets kind of caught up in it. And then it's a lot of like very Orin High School Host Club vibes where it's like,
oh my gosh, I love Orin High School. Okay,
you might like it. You should check it out because it's very much like some people know that she's a girl and some people don't know, and then there's like people that are like, like they're like falling in love with her and they're like, oh my god, am I gay?
Okay, you have me sold with Orin High School.
It's called Cross-Dressing Villainous. I mean, I think it's a little bit longer than that, but if you type in Cross-Dressing Villainous, it should come up. Cross-Dressing Villainous, Cecilia Sylvie.
Cecilia Sylvie. Okay, yeah, I see. Is there anime? Oh, it doesn't seem like it.
No, I don't think so. It's just the manga. But the art style is also like really cute and it's like very old school shoujo, but like cutesy. So I'm like a really big fan of the art style too. And the characters are just like really goofy. And I just like have been enjoying. Yeah.
I love Goofy.
Yeah. It's a little unfortunate because the other series that's one of my favorites is Hamefura, the one I mentioned earlier. And Hamefura, the anime season 1 was like really good. There were like a couple weirdness, but in general, I would say that season 1 was really solid and I really enjoyed it and I loved the ending. And then I was like, oh, I want more, so I'm gonna go like read the manga. But I was like, I want to support the series, so I'm gonna buy the manga. So I bought the manga.
Nice.
But the manga's not good.
No! Usually
know.
the other way around.
I know. What? So I really did not even think twice, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it because it's just I really like it. But it was actually really not good, and I was really disappointed. No. I actually feel like the anime did a really good job kind of covering up some of the misses that the manga had even, and the pacing was much better for the anime than the manga, which is crazy to think about because it never happens,
crazy. Right? Yeah, that's almost never happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was regretty spaghetti buying the manga there, but it's okay. I still really like the anime. Thank you. Oh my god, that reminds me of
Crunchyroll?
It is on Crunchyroll. Yeah, you should watch it. This is another series though. If you watch it, make sure you have like time, because this was one of those series where I had heard good things about it, and then so I was like, oh, I'll watch an episode before I go to bed, and then it was 6 in the morning, and I was like, I'm watching the last episode.
Oh my gosh, I can relate with that so much.
And I was like, I have work in 2 hours.
I can so relate with that. Oh my god.
So be careful with this one in particular. Yeah, I recommend giving yourself some time.
Okay. I'll watch it in the weekend.
It was really the first time in a very long time where I was so hooked on the series that I did that. Because usually, even if I want to watch it, I can usually be like, oh, okay, I'll just watch it tomorrow. But like this was one of those where I was like, oh my god, no, I need to watch more. Like what happens next?
Oh, wow. Oh man, now I'm so curious.
Yeah. Big recommendation for those two. And I mean, okay, the thing is, villainous animes, there's like so freaking many now, and a lot of them are good, but a lot of them are also just okay. So it can be kind of rough sometimes filtering through them all. My roommate, she also went on like a weird villainous kick where she was like using some weird webtoon, like those random webtoon readers, because she kept getting like strange Instagram ads for them. And like, have you seen those? The webtoon Instagram ads that are weird?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like, it's like a panel of like a guy, like a girl, and she's like, one day I woke up and now my whole body is full of hair. I'm like, yeah, she's like, am I Bigfoot now? And then it's like, read more on blah 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 mangareader.com. My roommate was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, that's a way to catch someone's attention. Wait, is that really true?
That was a real one. That was like a real actual. I didn't even make that one up. I couldn't even make that one up if I tried. Like, that was a real ad. I wish I made that one up. Nope, that was unfortunately a real manga that was recommended there.
That is so interesting. Oh, yeah. Well, that caught my attention.
I mean, so she was like, okay, I think she saw a couple more of those weird ads, and she was like, okay, fine, you got me. Like, I'll go read your fucking manga. And so she like goes on the app, she downloads the app, and she starts reading it. But she was telling me about how she like, in like 1 week, she read like 30 villainous mangas, but they were like, what? And they were like all the same, except some are just slightly better than the other ones. I was like, oh my god, you are crazy. I was like, how did you get through so many of those? It's crazy.
Oh man, she was trapped in that rabbit hole.
She was. She truly was. But I really enjoy the villainous genre. I feel like it's really, it's fun. It's like very, I mean, it can get repetitive, but I think a lot of the series that I've seen at least are pretty different from each other. So I've been pretty, enjoying the series overall.
Yeah, I haven't really watched villainous stuff, so I'm actually really interested.
Ooh, yeah, Hamefura's a really good starter one, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm definitely checking that out.
Yeah. Oh, someone mentioned Heretical Last Boss Queen. I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen Villainous Tames the Last Boss. That one was fun, but it wasn't like super good in my opinion. Dr. Elise I also started enjoying, but I didn't finish that one. And then the other one that I started that I really enjoyed too was Seventh Time Loop. That one was a really yeah. Seventh Time Loop was interesting because a lot of these other villainous series are pretty like cookie cutter, but that one, the whole and things that people don't like about a lot of the other, so well, my roommate, she's the expert because she's read so many. For her, she was kind of saying that her issue was that like a lot of times you'll read these villainous series and it'll kind of be like okay, yeah, she's good at everything, but like, how the fuck is she good at everything? Like, yeah, you reincarnated, and sure, you had one life before, but that doesn't mean you should be like amazing at all these things. Like, you might have your previous life knowledge, and you might be smarter, sure, but like physically being able to do this and that is like so like doesn't make any sense. But seventh time loop, she also thought was really interesting because the whole idea is that she's lived this same time frame 7 times. So like this is her 7th time living this time frame, and every time she's chosen like a different profession. So like in one she was like a doctor, and in another one she was like a soldier. So she has all of these weird nuanced experiences that she has gained over living her life 7 times over, and then it kind of like she amasses that into like this last life where she's like, okay, this time I'm really not gonna die, like I'm gonna do everything that I can to not die. So
interesting.
Yeah,
I want to check that out.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting premise, and it has an anime, so I feel like sometimes the animes are a little bit more digestible. It's a little bit easier to like see if you'll like it or not, and then just kind of cut out if you don't like it. So I think the anime got pretty good reception, even though I didn't finish it. It tapered off though. Do you mean 7th time loop or something else?
Sorry. Say that again.
Oh no, someone in chat said that it tapered off, and I wasn't sure if they were talking about 7th time loop or something else that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I was also reading the chat. Tear Moon Empire, I also watched it, and I actually enjoyed the Tear Moon Empire.
That one I didn't watch. Is that one another villainous one too?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was a genre.
Oh,
villainous. Yeah, I didn't know it was a genre.
It is a wide and vast genre.
Well, I guess I put my feet or my toe in a villainous genre without knowing.
Yeah. Oh, you love Tear Moon? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one. I've been meaning to check that out. I think that was like in a season where there were just like 50 villainous series that season, and I was just like, okay, I need to pick like a couple. I can't have all of them, you know.
Wow, 50 at the same time. That's
there were so. I think it was that season. It was Tear Moon Empire. It also had Dr. Elise, and it had 7th time loop, and it had the last boss one at the same time in the same season, in one season. And I was like, oh my god, this is a lot of villainous anime in one season.
Well, maybe your roommate really enjoyed that season.
Yeah, well, she doesn't watch a lot of anime actually, so she mostly reads manga. She watches anime like if I drag her to watch anime. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna watch some anime, because I have like we haven't done it in a while, but like I have a podcast that I do with one of my kohai, and we do like anime reviews and stuff. So usually like every season I'll try to watch like every anime, at least like 10 anime that came out like every first episode, and talk about like which I'm gonna keep watching and which I'm gonna drop and stuff like that. So usually my roommate, I'll drag her to do those unless it looks really bad, and then I'll be like, I'll spare you, you don't have to watch these with me. Like, was
there an anime?
There have been many bad anime that I've watched over the span of doing 2 weebs in a pod. I have my notebook here somewhere. Do I have it here? I usually write down like notes, and because I can't usually remember too much of it. Right. Let's see. Oh god, Fluffy Paradise, that was pretty bad. Weakest Tamer was also not great. Oh my god, Hokkaido Gals, have you seen that one?
No.
Wait, I have to show you the screen. It's okay, it's a little it's not safe for workplace, but it's something. Give me a second. There's this scene in this fucking anime where, here's the manga version, and this was animated. Like, it's like her snot, she sneezes and she has snot on her fingers, and the guy looks at her and is like, I might have like developed a new fetish. And I'm like, I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? And like the way that she like has the snot in her hand, she like does the thing with her fingers where she like spreads her fingers out, and like the snot is like, as you can see in this picture I just sent it to you, but like you can see it's like webbing between her fingers. But that's like what they do in porn, like in hentai. That's what they do with like bodily fluids. I know. And so it was very intentional, you know, like to mirror that. And I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm watching. This is so weird. And the entire time was just like, she would be like, oh, like, do you want to come over? Like, my parents aren't home. And he's like, oh, what is she inviting me to do? And then like he goes over, and then she like falls asleep on the couch, and he's just like, what do I like? Oh, she's like defenseless, and like, what, you know, it's just like so like, why are we yes, exactly. Exactly. It was just like, what is happening? What am I watching? What is this? And don't get me wrong, like I like my share of fan service, but this was just like, I like my fan service when it feels like, not that it matters, because fan service never matters, but like it doesn't feel like it's so fucking like, it's not the entire plot, you know? Like it's fine if the anime has a plot and then it randomly has fan service in it, but this is like, there's no plot. The plot is fan service. Like it just doesn't make any sense, you know? Like for example, I think they were trying really hard to be Dress Up Darling. Did you watch that one? Yeah. I feel like, see, Dress Up Darling is a really good example of like having fan service, but like it's fine. It makes sense to the plot, and like the plot is good enough that I don't mind the fan service and I'm enjoying the fan service, right? But like this was like trying to be my Dress Up Darling, but without any actual like substance. Yeah, that
sounds very painful.
It was incredibly painful. Yeah.
Oof.
I did finish the whole episode though. There are a couple anime that I've watched for that series where I couldn't even finish the episode. Like, just like halfway through I had to just turn it off because I was like, this is just so boring. Like, I am actually actively wasting my time. Because at least for this one, I was kind of like, okay, I'll watch till the end and maybe it gets better. Maybe there's like a reveal later. Like, I could imagine like it could be better maybe. But right. I mean, it wasn't. But but some of the other anime that I have checked out, definitely I'm like halfway through the episode, I'm like, nope, goodbye. This is really actually, you know, it's surprising too, because I feel like, and I mentioned this on stream before, like in 2024 you kind of feel like there is no bad anime anymore, because the bar is so high, right? Like anime is just so good, high quality animations, beautiful stories, really good. No one has time to watch bad anime, so I thought that bad anime just didn't exist anymore, but I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. Bad anime still absolutely still exists and is still very bad.
Oh man, yeah. Well, fortunately I haven't really watched that many like bad anime before.
That's good.
So, or maybe I've had, but maybe erased from my brain.
True. Like, for example, if you asked me, oh, like, Lyra, those series that you quit watching, what were they or what were they about? I couldn't fucking tell you. Like, it's just, I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember anymore. I've erased it from my memories completely. So.
Oh, man.
I remember
are you
there watching?
Was one.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah. I think there was like one anime that came out on Crunchyroll. I forgot what anime it was called, but I watched the first episode and I'm like, yeah, no. I forgot
like
what it was though.
many like that for me, so
yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna ask
what
you're
saying?
watching, if you are watching anything this season in particular, spring 2024.
Ooh, yeah. So I kind of quickly mentioned, I started watching The Spice and Wolf.
Oh right, that was this season. I forgot.
Yeah, because it has really good review, and then a lot of people were saying, "Oh my gosh, it came back!" And I was like,
right.
"Oh, so it was here before, huh?" Yeah.
It's really old anime too.
Yeah, and I'm also watching Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy.
Oh, is that good? I've been considering watching that one too.
Yeah, I feel like it's like those typical isekai stuff, but I don't know, for some reason I'm liking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's a
can't
good
stop
sign.
watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah. There's also Demon Slayer just started coming out.
Oh, the new season, right?
Yeah, I have to watch that later.
I'm not caught up on Demon Slayer.
I'm
very, very.
I read the manga. Yeah. But
My Hero Academia is coming out right now too, right? Like the new season.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I have to start watching that too.
A lot of new shonen.
Yeah. Oh man, thank God. my shonen. I love shonen.
Yeah.
There was also. Huh? Oh yeah, there's also Unnamed Memory.
Oh, what is that one?
So it's basically like a witch and this prince. He was cast a curse where he can't have a kid anymore, or else whoever bears the child, the mother and the child will explode from all the powerful. Yeah, he got so powerful. And then in order to uplift his curse, he went to another witch. And so the witch was he overcame the tower that the witch built. And whoever overcome the tower, then she will grant a wish for whoever. And then he was like, okay, so is there any women out there that can bear a child with me? But then she was like, it's like, no, there's not really anyone that can withhold all these like magic stuff, right? And then he was like, how about you?
Oh my God.
And she's like, yeah, it'll be easy peasy for me, but no. I refuse.
Right.
But yeah, he, for his wish, he asked her come to his castle and then become his like advisor, or more like kind of like a protector for a year. Yeah, and then I think it's interesting.
It's kind of like a romance then.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute romance.
That sounds
But then
cute.
the girl, the witch is not interested at all.
Right, of course. And I'm sure like as they grow closer and whatnot. Interesting. Ooh, okay, I'll check that out for sure. Oh yeah, Kaiju number 8 is this season too.
Ooh, I've been seeing so many ads about it.
I read the manga and I like the premise a lot. It's basically like, in a world where there's like heroes and kaiju, and this guy is like one of the cleanup crew for like after they have a fight. So he knows like how to clean up like kaiju carcasses really well. So he knows like the anatomy of a kaiju really well. And then it's kind of like his journey to try to become a kaiju, like one of the superhero like kaiju fighters. And he's like hitting his like age limit, because you have to be like under 31 or something in order to try out. And he's like turning 31 that year, so it's like his last chance or whatever. And then obviously like shenanigans, like no spoilers. So that's kind of like the main premise. So.
I see. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it did pretty well in Shonen Jump too. So I feel like I read the manga. I haven't seen the anime yet, but.
Ooh, there's so many animes now.
I know. A lot of good anime, like I mentioned before. That's like the big thing, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Me, I'm watching a lot of stuff because of the because of my assignment basically for stream. But the thing that I'm really enjoying right now is Loser Ranger. It's on Hulu. So it's not on Crunchyroll, which is annoying. So I have to watch it with ads because my roommate's boyfriend has Hulu, but he has like the version that still has ads on it. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen ads in like years. I forgot what ads were like.
We're all spoiled now.
I know, but I will say that I am like such a fucking boomer that I don't mind ads. I actually kind of like the mental break that ads give me, and it gives me a chance to like get water or like to go to the bathroom. Yeah, and I don't feel like I have to like abruptly, stop the show. It like kind of usually ends at like a good place, right? So
Right.
I don't mind the ads. I grew up on ads. I grew up on television with ads. Nothing new or crazy for me, right? So
Right. I feel so bad for the new generations.
yeah, like I'm sure with them, if they see ads, they're just like, what is this shit, But I kind of enjoy it. I have like a weird, like for example, the Super Bowl, I watch it to watch the ads. That's like
interesting.
that's the highlight of Super Bowl is watching the ads on the Super Bowl, right? Like I'm not there for the football. I'm there for the ads.
I mean, the ads are quite entertaining.
Right, and because the Super Bowl is like that's like the best ads. Everyone's bringing their best of the best cream of the crop ads. So
right.
So I don't know.
That's interesting. Oh my gosh.
The only thing is that the Hulu ads, the only thing I don't like is that they're pretty repetitive. Like I enjoy seeing new ads too. I'm kind of like, oh, what is this? Like, oh, that's a silly ad, or that was actually a fun ad, whatever. But Hulu, like it's like after a while, it's like, okay, it's like the same 3 ads over and over again, and now it's getting kind of like annoying. But in general, I don't really mind ads. I don't have a deeply rooted hatred. I think most people do.
What do you think of Japanese ads?
It depends on the ad, right? Like I feel like Japanese ads, there's like a lot of funny ads, but there's also just a lot of, I feel like there's so many Japanese ads where it's like, here's a cute girl, and then she's in a field of flowers, and then she opens the product and like, drinks it or eats it or like just smiles at the camera, and then it has like a white logo, and then that's like it, and she like says the name of the brand, and I'm like, okay, like that's the 50th ad that I've seen of that flavor today. Like, thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love some of the like funny like Japanese ads. Oh, like the chat says the long man commercial.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's so funny.
So good. Have you seen like Thai ads?
Oh my gosh, I've seen the really sad ads.
There's so many sad ones.
Yeah, it literally brought me tears, and then I didn't know it was an ad until the end.
Very end. Yeah.
I was like, oh, is this
Thai
like a
ads.
short? Yeah, like a short
movie?
drama or something.
Yeah,
a short movie.
No,
it's crazy how they bring so much emotion in such a short period of time.
It's actually
and
amazing,
it's just,
like storytelling.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then it's like ad for this. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This was a commercial?
It's like a lot of Thai ads I've seen, like actually really funny ones too. I feel like they must just have a really competitive space or something, because it's like the A game, right? All the ads are so good and so interesting and so fun. So that's my guess anyways. It must be like really competitive or something out there for the ad space.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I feel like America ads should up their games.
True. I miss like old like freaking infomercials. That was my jam, like the slap chop or like the sham wow or the squiggles lady. Do you know the squiggles lady? I have to show you the squiggles lady. Wait a second. Squiggles lady. Oh, it's called Rainbow Sponge. If chat wants to watch it, you guys can look up Rainbow Sponge here. I'm waiting for Pina's live reaction.
I don't know.
It's just a sponge. Like, it's so funny.
Oh, this ad is like 2 minutes.
And It's just going like, cause it's like an infomercial. She's so unhinged. Chat, you can watch.
Oh my gosh, she is so excited about this.
It's so good. The squiggles.
Oh my god.
It's a good one.
Her reactions, I love it.
She's like the original YouTuber. Like that's like she's doing the whole YouTuber reaction bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. She walked so YouTubers could run.
Oh my gosh, I love her reactions.
Right? It's such a good infomercial. It's like it's just a fucking sponge, but like watching her use it, makes you want to kind of buy one.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ShamWow and
Oh my
Slap Shop
gosh.
commercials were so good too.
Oh, she is so excited. I love her. Oh, that was great.
Right? Right? Okay.
I love her.
I love her too. She's an inspiration. Look at all those squiggles.
Oh my god. Oh, I love her reactions.
Yeah. Good times. Old school.
Good times.
Weird commercials back in the day.
Oh my gosh, speaking of like funny videos. Oh my god, Shonen. That I have to find this video. I have to.
Unexpectedly waiting.
Oh man.
I have to find this sponge. It sounds like it can cure my depression. It probably could. It probably could. I feel like everyone should just, if you're feeling depressed, just watch that video and remind yourself that life is worth living. One day you will find something you love as much as that woman loves squiggles.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I have to find this video.
Panda
I
cheese?
can't find it.
What is panda cheese? That sounds scary.
Panda
Oh, it's like the panda commercials. I remember these. This is like the one where that gif of the panda like in the office like throwing the computer. That's where it comes from.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen the gif. Panda computer. This one. It's from this line of commercials.
Oh, yeah, I've seen. Interesting. Yeah, sorry, I'm still looking for this video,
you're
but
good.
I can't
Take
find
your
it.
time. I wish to be as half as excited as her when I see something I like. I know the Squiggles lady is the best. I wish I was her as well. But I've never heard of the Panda Cheese company though.
Yeah, I never heard of it either. Okay, I can't find it. So anyone in the chat, have you guys seen a Naruto really old funny like video where one of them is Mr. 7? Yes, with Gara, and there's other one where it's like a funny AMV Naruto
AMV
video. Like anime sounds like AMV hell? Yeah. What was it called? It was like a Naruto
AMV in so long.
Naruto. I have to find it. Oh man.
And Naruto AMV, there are many. There are.
I know there's so
there
many.
are many.
But... Oh man, that was like a really, really funny one, but I can't find it. Okay, I give up.
Well,
I'll
if you find it, you
later.
can send it to me. I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh.
No, things like it just old school videos hit different.
Yeah, they do.
Those like early, like late 2000s videos those were something else, a different breed. It's so I saw this like tweet about how it's like in TikTok now. It's like it'll say something like the title of a song plus like sped up or like a title of a song plus like TikTok version, and they're like, back in my day we used to call that nightcore. I was like, oh no, all of the AMVs that was like nightcore.
Yeah. True, it's true.
Oh, was it Naruto Real Ninjas? Someone asks.
Oh my gosh, wait.
Naruto Real Ninjas.
Oh my gosh, it is! It is!
is?
Okay, but then there was this specific video where Real Ninja. Oh my gosh. Oh! Okay. I think it's this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I found it. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
It was bothering me so much.
You unlocked a core part of my childhood I completely forgot about. Oh my god.
I'll also put it in the chat.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Real ninjas. This is my all-time favorite Naruto video. I'll watch it too.
What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love this video.
Oh
I'm
my
rewatching
god.
it. It's so funny.
This is literally like so like 2008, 2009 core.
Yeah.
This is so old internet. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's like so pixelated too. The quality is so bad. It only goes into 240p. The fucking quality is like.
I'm crying for the laughter.
Look at the screen. I'm looking at Pina.
Would you?
So pixely. The fucking Barney sequence. I can't. The fucking Barney sequence. Fucking save me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't heard that song in like 20 years. Oh my god.
I'm crying.
Oh my god. This is literally. This is like so nostalgic. This is an OG shit post.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Real Ninjas create AMV. The Hamtaro! Oh my god! The fucking Oh my god, the Hamtaro Naruto opening goes hard. What the hell? Oh my god, this reminds me, have you seen the Nissin commercial? The cup noodle? It's like a really old commercial.
No, I don't think I have. Oh man. I'm still watching it.
The fucking anime music video bit.
Oh, my brain cell is dying from watching this again.
The end. Brought to you by. Oh my god. Is this a commercial? Oh my god. The fucking ending. The fucking ending. I can't. I feel like, you know, you gave me like 10 years of my youth back. I feel like I went backwards. Like today I went backwards in time a little bit. I got some of my youth back.
Yippee!
Right, this is the I think it's this one. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna click. 3, 2.
This is
1.
really old.
Click.
It's so high quality too. I think the one I saw was not this high quality.
Nice to meet you.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's so good.
It's funny how it's a war, but then the conversation they're having. How are you? I'm good. And you?
Classic.
I'm crying from all these funny commercials of AMVs.
Early 2000 or like late 2000s shit was just built different.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. Oh man, I love it so.
Me too.
Is
Good
there
times.
other recommendation?
Other recommend from like old. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go through. I have my YouTube account from when I was literally in high school. I still have it. It's like insane.
Ooh.
I can actually like go through. I don't know if it's like I'd have to go through like because I think likes and stuff didn't exist back then.
Oh.
I'd have to find like if I made a playlist or something. Let's see. Playlist. What do I have in here? I must have some old. I think there was like there was like a favorites back then too. Wait, let me see. Oh, I see the favorites. Oh god, play all. No, I don't want to play them all.
Do you remember the banana phone? What's a banana phone?
Oh, like ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba. You know that song?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Really?
haven't heard that in a long time.
It's a really old one. This one is not super old, but this is like another example of a really good Japanese commercial that I really liked.
High school girl? メイク女子高校生のヒント。
It's a fun commercial.
It sounds like a music video.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I think someone mentioned it earlier, but have you seen the Naruto German opening?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, we have to show. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright. Naruto German opening.
17 years ago. Now we're just doing media sharing. This has just turned into a media sharing.
Believe it!
I can't believe you've never seen this before!
Wait, I think I did! I think it just erased from my brain.
No, how could you erase this?
Okay, now I remember this.
Naruto, I'm on my way. That's so good.
Oh my god. Oh my, I totally forgot about this existence. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the One Piece opening too. Oh
yeah. The One Piece one is like more iconic because it was just like a 4 kids one, right? But then this one was I think only in Germany.
Oh, German. You guys did a god's work.
Yeah, Sasuke is really cool. Sakura, the beautiful. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. My god.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I deleted this from my brain.
I need to hear the Pina cover of this song. I'm waiting for the official Pina cover.
Oh man. Oh, that would be hilarious.
I just love the parts where it's just like the guy screaming in the background, just like Naruto. Believe it.
Believe
it. It's so funny.
Oh gosh, I'm crying.
So good. The olden days.
The olden days.
This is too
it's
silly.
So good. Yeah, it is too
amazing.
Silly. It is. Oh man. Oh. I need water.
I know, me too. I need water as well. Yeah, so good. They just don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't, huh? Wait, Sonic X Italian was like JP Sonic CD on even more. Wait, what?
Oh, I don't think I've heard the Sonic X Italian. Because Sonic X is like the gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Beep, beep. That song, right? Sonic X Italian. Oh god, this is one of those videos that has like a weird intro. Okay, wait.
Oh, yeah, same.
Oh no, this is just how the song sounds.
Wait, oh, yeah.
I don't know, this sounds normal. It sounds good.
Yeah.
The song's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's actually
Eurobeaty.
catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's also because we don't know what they're saying, but
feels like like Numa Numa.
Oh yeah, it does.
It has like a similar vibe, yeah.
Yeah, Numa Numa way.
Uh-huh.
It's actually catchy.
Yeah, I like it. I liked it. Yeah. That didn't feel too crazy.
Yeah.
No, the Naruto German opening cannot be beat. That is the ultimate ultimate meme song.
I still can't believe that was official.
Yeah. So good. You know what was actually
You will
really
never
good?
See that though.
I feel like the 4 kids openings in general just all went really hard for no reason. It was so good. Like Pokey Rap, come on. That was so good.
Oh yeah.
Unironically.
Oh yeah. It's true.
There's a lot of good
What
stuff.
else was there?
Like the One Piece rap that was mentioned earlier too.
That was something.
But it was like it's like good, you know. I think we shit on it.
Yeah.
But it was. I enjoyed it. I think it's fun.
It's a funny.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Good times. Do you have like a favorite cartoon from when you were growing up?
Cartoon. I would say Teen Titans.
Oh my god. I don't know where I was, but actually like last week for whatever reason, I heard the Teen Titan opening and I was like, oh my god, I haven't heard that song in so long. Like the na 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 na. Yeah. Teen Titans. Yeah, Teen Titans.
I love that song.
Yeah. But I was like, what the? I have not heard this song in a really, really, really long time. So I was pretty surprised to hear it. I think it was like at like a mall or something. I don't know. Really random.
Oh my gosh, Raven or Starfire? Raven.
Oh, I'm a Starfire girly.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. It's okay. Now we don't have to fight. We don't have to fight over them. Exactly.
That's true.
I mean, Starfire.
Oh my gosh,
like,
Eden and Eddie.
She's like dumb, but it's like a cute dumb. You know what I mean? Like ditzy.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah.
Eden and Eddie. I realize I go for I guess like a mysterious, cool type.
See, this is the thing. I feel like because you are cute, you inherently go for the cooler person. Because usually, like, it's like you want what you're not, right? And then, like, me being a little bit more on the inherently cool side, I want the cute girl.
Wait, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I was always like, why do I go for like tsundere characters and, you know, like cool type characters? Now it all makes sense because it's total opposite.
It's the opposite of what you are, yeah. You're like so dere though.
I am.
You are.
I am too dere. I feel
no,
like
it's cute. No, I love. And then I always see your like daily tweets to the pen pals. It's so cute. I can't believe you kept that up this entire time.
Yeah, it's 1062 today.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I don't think I could physically do that. For a while, I was trying to do a thing where I was like, okay, every night I'm gonna try to like say goodnight, you know, in a tweet. I was like, Coco, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
Thank you for the raid.
Welcome, Coconuts. Pina, do you want to introduce yourself again for the raiders?
Yes. Hi, Pina. Singer-songwriter and variety streamer, Pina Penguin here to bring healing and happiness to you. Pina, バラエティストリーマーとシンガーソングライターのピナペンギンです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。I feel like your intro, you're getting a lot of practice today.
Yes, for sure. This is my third today, so because usually it's like, I'll do an introduction in the beginning of my stream, but then I don't stream until like next day or like a couple days later, so I forget. But then today I'm actually doing 3 times, so
yeah.
I'm
Wait,
getting
do you
some
normally
practice.
do your own intro in your own streams?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh
in the
really? I never introduce. I'm like I feel like every one of my streams starts with like, oh shit, and then I go I'm like, Leoha, sorry guys, sorry about the scuff. Every single
no, it's okay,
one.
you're valid.
Every single one. I'm just like, I know I say this every day, but I'm really sorry that happened. Or, like I always start with like a coughing fit, like just as soon as it starts.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, every stream starts with like an uh-oh. Like, uh-oh, is that not working?
Uh-oh. That's your intro. It was all according to Keikaku, right?
Yeah, long con. Yeah, my intro actually is just uh-oh or like, oh, like that's part of my intro. It's all part of, yeah.
Yes, it's all according to her keikaku, you know?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Big picture, big picture. No other VTuber has that as their intro, you know. They might have something like Leoha, but they're definitely not going to have uh-oh as their intro, so.
Yeah, exactly. She's trying to stand out, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Unique. A unique experience. One and only for all of you.
One and only.
I just do so much for you guys, and I'm just so, you guys, you're so lucky that you guys have such a thoughtful,
she's so dedicated,
hardworking, yeah.
She is so dedicated to her crafts, guys.
Pina, do you have any like while you've been streaming VTuber wise, like scuff or like just something you can't escape, like some kind of issue that you always have, you just hate dealing with it? What is your one thing? Every VTuber has their one thing, right?
Ooh, I feel like I have just too many because I'm such a clumsy girl. So every stream has a clumsy or ponkotsu moment for me. So I even have a ponkotsu, like a tally counter.
Oh my god.
Because of that. Because I do just so many.
What kind of pon are we talking about? Like, is it like when you say clumsy, are you the type that like you knock stuff over all the time, or like you trip a lot, stuff like that?
Like stuff like that, but it could be like I forget something for the stream, or just like I can't think of it right now, but a lot of brain farts too.
Yeah.
Those stuff. Also, like a lot of things goes over my head too sometimes. So the chat will say something and then I'll be like, oh yeah, but then not clearly understanding, and then they're like, did you understand what you meant? And then I'm like, no. Or like, yeah, just a lot of also playing games. I'm very clumsy in that sense too. So
like, how are you clumsy when you play games? Like, can you give me an example?
I'm so bad at jumping platforms.
Oh no, okay, actually that's legit. I feel like I'm horrendous. Like trajectory, any sort of like estimating how far my character can go, I don't fucking know. That's why I don't play Mario. Like I don't touch that shit with like a 10-foot pole, because it's like there's no way that I know how far Mario is gonna jump. Like I have no idea. And then like he becomes big, oh, it's over. Like maybe I started getting used to it, now I have no fucking clue anymore, you know?
Oh my gosh, I can relate with that.
No, I totally understand. I feel like with me, and the reason why I ask is because you, as someone who kind of works in audio and like understands audio engineering and all that stuff really well, my biggest thing, and the thing that I feel like other people that I know, the biggest issue that I have all the time is like audio shit. Like audio issues, audio scuff, like that is just like the bane of my absolute existence. Like things will happen. You know, recently I got straight up gaslit, and I kind of mentioned earlier that I was like talking about how I had a new interface, right? Also, thank you for the super chat, Hyper Epsilon. Thank you. Pondorable, cute.
Thank you, Hyper Epsilon.
But basically what happened was I received this preamp, and it was all plugged in, and it was supposed to like help with my gain, and I was having a lot of gain issues on my mic and all this stuff, right? So then I get this preamp, and it's just, so this is my third preamp. Let me start with that. This is my third. Yes, I know. It's my third preamp. So I have the Shure SM7B, and I started with a Cloud Lifter. But my Cloud Lifter, for whatever fucking reason, had this really small like buzz on it. And then I realized after doing all these tests that it was an issue with my Cloud Lifter. So then I obviously got rid of the Cloud Lifter, and then I switched to the Aston one, the Aston preamp. And then it was still not loud enough though. So I was recommended getting like, you know those like big preamps that have like compression and stuff on it? Yes. So I got one of those. And I got one of those, but it just is not working like at all. Like it's like if I have the effects on, it just starts I sound like a fucking robot. It sounds horrible and crazy and like beyond what you can imagine bad. Like it actually just sounds bad. And I was like, okay, I must be doing something wrong. It's like my third fucking preamp and like it's not working. It must be me. Like I just refused to like return it or whatever because I was like, it must be. I have to figure out like what the problem is. It has to be me. And then after a very, very long time of me being stubborn and trying to gaslight myself into thinking that I was the problem, it was like, it's just broken. And I had to just replace it. So I had to return it. I got a new one. I finally got the new one yesterday or so. And it's like, no problem. It just sounds great. And I'm just like,
oh, nice.
Just unlucky, I guess. But it's just like
yeah,
crazy.
you went through three and they were all kind of malfunction or something. That is... Yeah, that usually doesn't happen.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, at that point, like, that's why I start gaslighting myself. Like, it must be me. Because how does it happen 3 times? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. The universe doesn't work that way. You know, as unlucky as I am, like, that's crazy. It has to be a me problem. And then it wasn't. And then, yeah, well... Because audio, I feel like...
Good thing. Yeah.
It is a good thing. But, you know, audio is, like, so finicky, right? It could be, like, the smallest thing. And you just have no idea. It could be like the way the cable is connected. The cable is touching another cable, or like the outlet that you're using is the problem. Like it's just like so many weird small things could affect audio that there's just like no fucking way to know, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The world of audio is very vast and very complicated, and even like if you have a dirty electricity in your home, if it's not grounded or something, you will have a lot of audio issues. Honestly, my house is not doesn't have a clean electricity. It's not grounded, so I've been having also issues. But can't really do anything because that would be, you know, I will be able to do all that stuff.
Is there like, can you, if you have issues like that, you can't just use those? Like I bought, for example, an outlet, like the strip, that power strip that like grounds it, but I don't know how, like it's like a ground loop or something. I don't know how much that helps though.
So I tried those with my house. It wasn't that helpful.
Right. So I also tried that and I felt like it didn't make a difference, and I wasn't sure if it was, again, gaslighting myself. Is it the equipment? Is it that my house is already grounded? Like I don't really know, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like how bad the electricity of my house is. Maybe. Yeah. Because like before I moved back to my parents' place, when on the other igloo, I didn't really have that much problem with all these like hums and all this grounded issues.
Right.
But then once I came back home to my parents' place, it's like, oh, all these issues. Oh no.
Yeah. Audio stuff.
I think it's because it's just it's a very old igloo.
Oh yeah, that happens. Especially like the older the places, a lot of times they won't have like the more newer like circuitry and stuff too. So understandable.
Yeah.
My God, yeah, audio stuff drives me crazy. I feel like I'm just constantly getting gaslit into believing one thing or another, or you know, like I'm just like always like I don't know anymore. I have no idea. It's all gibberish to me at this point, you know.
If you have any question about audio stuff in the future, let me know.
Yes,
my DM
I definitely will. Yeah. Is there anything like in terms of, I've always thought it was really cool that you do like audio engineering stuff, or like, you know, kind of produce your own music. Like, do you usually, like when you produce your own music, is it like you have an idea in your head already? Like, do you have a sound in your head usually like already there? How does that work?
So sometimes it starts with a lyric, sometimes it starts with like a melody. So it really depends on, but a lot of the time I like randomly a melody pops up in my head. So I'll whip up my phone and then record it real fast, and then I'll just like leave it for a while and then listen back, and then okay, I think this melody is pretty cool, so let's make a song out of it, and then write a lyrics for it. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Are you the type that so you can hear like the sounds in your head already, right? Do you also find it that you kind of like talk to yourself in your head too?
Oh,
Do
yes.
you like have conversations? Oh, okay.
Yes, all the time.
And in terms of like the voice that you use in your head, like what kind of voice? Is it your own voice usually?
Yeah. Wait, it can be not my voice?
I've heard, so like this is like a weird thing that I'm like really fascinated and really interested in is like the ability to hear things in your head and also to see things in your head. It's like a thing that I talk to my chat a lot about, and we so my chat's probably like, yeah, they're already saying like, oh, I see where this is going and stuff. They're used to this shit. But some people can hear things in different voices, so some people can choose the voice, and other people it's involuntary. It's just some random person's voice, or like you might be male but you have a female voice talking to you in your head. For example, my friend, she was saying that with her, the voices in her head, I mean that sounds crazy, but you know, the voice in her head, it depends on what she's thinking. So certain thoughts are associated with certain voices and will be like she'll hear them in her head in a different voice depending on the type of thought that it is.
Interesting.
And then some people in chat also mentioned last time that they can choose. So if they want, like if they're thinking right now, they can just kind of be like, okay, I'm going to try to think in like a different voice. Like, oh, let me try like a female voice or a male voice. And like they might have a default voice, but they can kind of like change the way that they're thinking in their head.
Oh, that is interesting.
Are you trying it right now?
Yeah, I'm like trying to think right now. But then I can only hear myself as like a low voice or like a high voice.
but in your own voice.
Yeah, in my own voice. Well, maybe I have to try it later and really like think about it. But
but I mean, it seems like it's kind of a high effort thing though, because for some people it seems like it comes really easily or naturally too. So it's kind of interesting that the way that, you know, everyone thinks and whatever. Because for example, I don't hear anything in my head. I can't hear or see anything. And my brain it's empty. It's dark and quiet. I don't hear myself. I can't think in my head, so I'm better at thinking out loud. I cannot imagine things, so if I close my eyes, I can't see pictures, or my memories are more logic based than they are pictographical. So
I actually prefer that better because my head is filled with so many things that it's like tangled with a lot of many things that it's so hard to untangle them or like remember important things. And it's just like really bad time. It's like gives me anxiety attacks because there's just so many stuff in my head.
right.
Yeah, but other than that, like I really envious about how I want to be an empty head sometimes, but I can't.
Well, I feel like, first of all, you are the first person to say that. I think most people that I talk about this with are usually like, wow, that must suck. That sounds horrible. But I think you're the first person that's like actually envious of that. Unfortunately, I also still get anxiety and have anxiety attacks and also have memory problems because I can't like see or hear things. So everything is like rote memorization for me. And a lot of my anxiety comes from hypotheticals and stuff. So because again, like my mind now is just so like rooted in logic because I have no images or sounds to go off of, so everything is based off of like what I believe or think that I know, and it's easy for me to like convince myself or spiral into thoughts even though I don't hear them. I can still think them, right, if that makes sense. So I'm still having these like thoughts, but like yeah, I mean, it's good because I don't have PTSD and stuff like some other people do, because I can't relive my trauma, for example. So there are a lot of benefits for sure. Would you say that, like, how is your pictorial, like, your mind's eye? Like, are you on the more, like, can you see really clearly when you, like, imagine things in your head, or?
I would say depends. Yeah, because I feel like since I have so much stuff in my head that I don't really remember that much of my past, I guess. I start like forgetting a lot of things because there's just so much in my head.
Right.
And then I guess. Wait, sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, like for example, no, you're good. Like if I were to ask you to like imagine an apple right now.
Oh yeah. I can
like
imagine.
how graphic is this apple? Is it like really? Is it in black and white? Is it blurry? Can you rotate it? Like how much of the apple can you see?
Oh, I can imagine it pretty clearly. Yeah.
Oh.
I can like rotate it. I can like touch it. I can not really smell it, but I can like hear the crunchy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Sasuga sound engineering person. Wow. Yeah, no, it's just black, nothing in there for me.
Oh.
No apple
very
in sight.
Interesting.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, I
guess,
know
like,
what an apple looks like. I could describe to you what an apple looks like, but I can't imagine it.
Interesting. Oh, I guess like we're like the total opposite in terms of like our heads.
Right. Which is like always really interesting to like hear like perspective or like even like the way people solve problems and stuff is going to be really difficult, right? So for example, like spelling, I spell by logic or like phonetics, but I've heard people spell things by like looking at the word in their head.
Yeah. I do that too, but I'm terrible at spelling.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point. Like, if you can look at the word in your head, but you look at it wrong, like, it's not super helpful.
That's me.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem. You see it in your head, but it's wrong. I feel like that's almost worse because then you can like gaslight yourself into thinking that that's right because you see it. Like,
exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I never knew that was like I thought everybody had image in their head, but it's really interesting.
I mean, I've always been really envious because like music and stuff is something that's really important to me, but like every time I see people who like make music, I'm just like, holy shit, like how does that come out of your brain? Like that's so crazy, because to me it's like I don't hear anything in my head, so like when you were saying like, oh, like like a melody kind of just comes to you and then you record it and then you kind of start building around that, like that's like so cool because that's impossible for me to do.
Oh, I want to give you a huge right now.
Aww, you're too sweet, Pina. This model, I can't like tilt my head very well, so it's a little step. No, but I think, you know, obviously, like you said, luckily because of that, I have my own strengths too, so it's not a complete loss or a bummer, but I think music is something that I really do wish that I had a little bit more, you know, not control, but like, you know, like I had a little bit more like freedom with because of that.
Right.
Yeah. Because at least like even if you don't make music, but you can hear music in your head, you kind of have the option to make music. Whereas like for me, it's like it's nothing. But my friend was telling me like what he really likes doing is because he also makes music. He said that he really enjoys kind of like just noodling like on a piano or something, and then just like trying to find something and then kind of going from there too. So I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting process too.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that to you. Like, if you have a piano, you can just like play around, and you know, if you can just like play around and find melody or like something that just like, oh, I think this was, then you can go off from there too.
Speaking of which, what instruments do you play, if you play any?
I'm actually not that good with instrument. I'm really just a basic players for piano and guitar. Yeah. I only know chords. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's all you need to know, really, right? I mean, what are you doing besides playing chords? It's not like you're performing out there, so.
Right. Just like since I have a very tiny hand, it's so hard for me to play guitar. To do bar chords and stuff like that. So even if I know chords, it's just so hard to like play along with the
physically
song.
Play.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God, tiny hands. So cute.
Tiny hands.
I
so that's one of my
yaoi
struggles.
hands. I have yaoi hands. I have like the biggest hands ever, but I'm really bad at reading music. Yeah. It's really difficult.
I think there's actually a lot of like musician who doesn't know like how to read music, but they're like very talented. Yeah, they can't read any notes. I actually have a friend who is very talented, can do like every instrument, but then can't read any music at all.
Crazy.
Can't do music theory. Yeah, it's all by ear apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm very envious of those kind of people. Just like copy it with their ear and just play.
right. My genmate Lofi, she also does. It's like insane sometimes to just like hear her play the piano, because like she'll be like, oh, I know this song, and she just will start playing it, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how do you do that? Like, how does that work? 'Cause
envious.
Yeah, like you'll like tell like, oh, can you play this song? She's like, yeah, sure. And then she'll just like start like playing it. She's like, I can't play the whole thing because I don't remember it, but this is like what I remember. And I'm like, that's so like, actually like the talent is like insane.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, envious.
Likewise. Yeah, but I don't want to keep you too long because it's really late for you and it's getting late for me too. But because I know it's a lot later for you. I'm sorry that it started so late. I didn't realize that you were in EST. I didn't realize.
It's okay. No, I had so much fun. Like, not gonna lie, I wasn't aware of the time because we had such a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't keep track of time.
Yeah, I was like worried. I've been eyeing the time and I'm like, oh, I have to let Pina go to bed. She probably has like to get up early tomorrow, you know.
It's okay. I've been having insomnia and I've been working with my insomnia.
Oh my goodness.
I've been trying to fix it.
Actually get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. Last night I actually didn't sleep at all.
What? No way.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was in bed, but I just couldn't sleep. Yeah.
That's the worst. I hate insomnia. It's actually the worst.
Yeah.
Well, I hope tonight you get some rest. Everyone send Pina all of your good sleepy, eepy wishes and your vibes, eepy vibes for her to be able to sleep.
Yeah, thank you.
But thank you so much for hanging out. I know, like, I've always, like, you know, because every time I do, like, a first solo collab with somebody, because we have collab before in Pal World, but it was, like, our first time kind of just on our own. I don't really like playing games. It's just because I feel like I just don't get to... Sometimes I get too fixated on the game, and it's, like, me problem. I get very, like, hyper-focused on whatever it is that I'm doing. And
no, same.
Yeah, and I feel like I just don't get to really know the person a lot, and I found that every time I collab with people, like, the most fun part is, like, before and after stream when we actually just get to talk. You know?
It's
like,
true. It's true.
Like, the game itself, like, I mean, depending on the game, sure, but in general, it's like, well, it doesn't really make that big of a difference, and it's not like that much more fun or less fun, you know. But talking with people, that's like what's really fun and what's interesting, and you get to really know them. So thank you
That's true.
Yeah, thank you for letting me just yap at you this last 2.5 hours.
Oh, and thank you so much for listening to me yap too, because I yap a lot too.
No, it was I feel like, you know, there's a lot of VTubers where, like, you watch their streams and they talk a lot, but then sometimes, like, in actual collab situations, they'll talk less. and they're just
Oh,
shyer. Yeah, and so I never
Me.
know, so I'm always like worried, but it was good because I felt like, you know, we both had a lot to say, and it was a lot of good back and forth energy, so I appreciate you.
Right. Yeah, I had so much fun. The fact that we went to like, you know, the old like AMV store, cry from all those
Fucking
like
AMVs. What was that? This is a ninja. Oh my god.
Real ninja.
Yeah, real ninja. Oh my god. Freaking. So silly.
I think that's the best Naruto AMV out there.
Takes the cake. I hope you dream of the German opening. That plays in your
Sasuke is so cool. Sakura, the beautiful.
I think it's beautiful that they even rhymed cool and beautiful. Like that was just amazing. Incredible. We truly peaked 17 years ago. It was a different time.
It's true. I'm crying again.
Okay, thank you again, Pina. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Pal.
Thank you so much
Pal,
for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely, we should collab again soon.
Yes, let's do it. I
Yes.
am so down for anything.
Definitely. Okie dokie, to everyone.
Okay.
We'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.
Oyasumi. Bye bye. Otsu.
Otsu.